Hey guys, Krabs here. We're going to be doing France in spring 1916 in Operation Caporetto. So, just some quick things before I start my turn. Since we're in 1916 now, um, all the major powers get the option to fully move up their armor tech at the cost of 4 IPP. Germany elected to, Britain did, and I'm also going to do that. And in doing so, I get to place a free tank, and I already spent my $4 as well, just because this is going to come into play. So as a reminder, we rolled the Fort Douaumont bonus this turn, meaning French infantry get +1 on their attack in the first round of combat for any one battle in France, Germany, or Belgium, plus the tech. But just a reminder, because that is going to come into play this turn. So for our 2 tech rolls, we're going to go defense in depth and wartime eco. And just missed on defense in depth, but we hit wartime eco. So that goes up. I will take that. And we're not going to be doing diplomacy this turn. We don't get any free rolls from any attacks or anything. So we're getting our free tank. And then with our $24, we're going to spend 5 on an arty, 15 on 5 infantry. Puts us down to 4, and then colonial militia upgrade for the last 4. So for combat, we're going to have one sub is going to raid the Italians, along with a seaplane going on map to raid. And then this dreadnought is going to come out of port and move 1-2. This pre-dread is going to move 1, and they're going to bombard Mezzogiorno. What's landing there is these 2 transports coming out of port. Grabbing a Zouave, 2 infantry, whatever, and an arty, and dropping them off. And they're moving 1-2. As well as this transport is going to grab these 2 guys from Egypt and move 1-2-3. And drop them off as well. We're going to have 2 colonials and a camel move into Tripolitania, which we're going to raid before we do this in the event that we take this and that line closes. Alright, so up here we're going to have one guy move into Bohemia. And then, because there's nothing there for some reason. And then the French army, along with the commander obviously, is going to move into Western Germany. So that's the railgun, 5 infantry, plus 9 arty, and we're going to be using our phosgene gas. But from here, we're going to have this truck move 1-2 and bring this infantry to make that an even 6, so that we fulfill our mandatory offensive for this year. So there's that, there's that. We're going to have our, there's nothing in port here now. We're going to have our railgun and our arty attrition attack into northern Italy. I imagine he would just lose some militia. And I think that's it for this turn. So let's go ahead and start with the big battle. And I will have to explain why some units are attacking at what they are. But this is the first time phosgene gas is being used in the game. So the defenders will not get first strike. And it's going to add +1 to my artillery for the first round. So those will be up to 5. Railgun will be up to 8. And then the infantry is where it gets fun. So normally at 2, no terrain in Western Germany, no river crossing. So they're normally at 2. they're getting a +1 for an effective commander. They're all going to get +1 because there's enough arty here to boost all of them, and those can stack, plus the +1 for Fort Douaumont for the first round. So they will actually be at +3 and will be attacking at 5 on the first round. So we'll have 9 arty with first strike, the 1 infantry that came on the truck is getting first strike, and then our railgun as well. So our 9 arty first strikes are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's it. So 4 first strikes. Our 1 infantry with first strike at 5 is a hit, and our railgun is also a hit. So 6 first strikes. He told me his casualty order was going to be militia, trench fighters, the 2 heavy arty, and the train next. And that comes out to an even 6, leaving him with 6 infantry. And then left we have 5 infantry at 5. And okay, that is all 5 of them. Alright, so he's got 6 at 4. I think the trench line is broken. And that it, okay, 1 hit in return. So we are going to lose an arty. Okay. So now the infantry are going to lose the Fort Douaumont bonus. And since this guy is no longer getting first strike, I'll just add him back underneath. The arty are losing their first round bonus from the poison gas. And we continue on. So this should be 8 for the arty. And there's the 1 hit we need. So he's going to roll in defense and gets a hit. And I don't think that this fighter, no, he can't make it there. So we will lose another arty to have enough for a trench line. But we have taken Western Germany. And then, yeah, so we got more hits anyway. So observation balloon goes down. Gas goes away. Commander and the truck are also in that territory now, along with these guys. Minus the railgun, because I'm fairly certain that he has to stay behind after an attack. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. And then this commander, I'll leave a little swoop, just as a reminder. And we took Western Germany. So that is a 6 IPP swing. So Germany is going from 30 down to 24. And France is going from 28 up to 34. as well. We've got our rating, so we will get a d6 versus their d6. We'll be in red. Italy will be in black. We're getting a +1 from our coastal sub. That's going to do a whole lot of nothing. And then our seaplane, no bonus. 2-2, whole lot of nothing. That was useless. And then down here, so our camel is at 3. And then we're going to have 2 colonials at 1. So camel at 3, 2 colonials at 1. Whole lot of nothing. He's got to fire back at 2 with his colonial. Round 2. Whole lot of nothing. Defense. Missed. And round 3. And defense. And that's a hit. Okay, can't win them all. So we will be retreating to Tunisia. Alright, Artie can't go first round, but we've got some bombards. So we've got Dreadnought and Pre-Dread into Mezzogiorno. Dreadnought's at 4, Pre-Dread's at 3. So black will be our 4, yellow will be our 3 for bombards. And that's 1 hit, which I reckon he would take the militia. Why wouldn't he? And then we've got 4 in mountain territory, so 4 infantry at should be 1, and then our mountain is going to stay at 2. So we've got 4 at 1 and 1 at 2 for the first round. Alright, and so there's 1 hit. Probably lose the militia again. And then his defense, he's going to have an infantry at 4 and a militia at 2, just to double check. Yep, infantry 4 and militia at 2. So 4 in black, 2 in yellow. Jeez, okay. Was not expecting that. Welp, because double casualties on infantry in the first round. So he just took out 4 guys with 2 hits. But we still have a guy left, so our artillery gets to come in. Artie is going to be down to 3 since it's in mountain, but he will be boosting our mountain infantry. So 2 at 3. And there's the hit we need. Militia's dead, and he gets 1 more shot back at 4. And missed. Costly, but we did take Mezzogiorno. So that is worth 1. So we'll go up to 35, and Italy will go down to 6. And then I believe the only other thing we have to do is our attrition attack. Railguns attrition at 3, normal arty attrition at 1. Yeah. So we have 2 at 1 and 1 at 3 for our attrition attack. Oh, that rolled off a 1. But no hits on that. So for non-coms, our fighter is going to come down here to make this guy effective. Let's just grab one of those tokens. And then we're going to have 2 guys rail to Bavaria. along with an arty. Yeah, we'll do an arty. And then we're going to have, we'll have 4 guys walk up to Lorraine. We're going to have our militia walk over to Lorraine as well. This militia is going to walk over to southern France. This guy will walk to Paris. And this commander will non-com down to Lorraine. Oh, completely forgot to change this. So Bohemia gets capped. That's 2. So puts us up to 37. And Austria-Hungary down to 12. And that's about it for these 2 coastal subs are going to scooch over for non-com. And then I think that's like all of these 2 guys. Actually, all 3 of these guys will scoot over to Nigeria. And then I think that's going to be it for those guys. So we will place all of our stuff. So tank is going to go in Paris. Then we're going to have 4 guys and an arty go down to southern France at the major fac. A guy in Paris. The militia upgrade is going to go in Lorraine. So that's going to be another infantry. And the colonial will get placed in Bavaria. Alright, I think that that is it for the turn. So, just to double check. For tech, we got wartime eco, so 2d6 and get that many extra. So we've got 37 base, and then we've got 2d6 to roll, so we'll just roll these. And that's an extra 8. So 37 plus 8 is a total of 45. Almost doubled our income from what we had. So with that, we'll go ahead and hand it off to the Ottomans and Italy for their next turn.